In this video, I'll show you how to complete Lesson 5, Exercise 1. So sign in to Jasper Active and click on Lessons. Choose the 5th lesson down called Insert and Format Graphic Elements. Click Start. Insert and Format Graphic Elements. Click Start. And this video is for the first exercise, the basic exercise titled Learn to Insert and Manipulate Pictures in a Document. So click on Learn to Insert and Manipulate Pictures in a Document. In this exercise, you will insert pictures and make some adjustments to fit the picture in the document. So click Start. Wait for the page to load. And in this exercise, we notice that there are 6 parts to it. All right, insert a picture from an online source. We're going to go to the Insert tab. We're going to choose the picture arrow and click Bing Pictures. Bing Pictures. Bing is like an alternative to Google. In the Online Pictures window, type in Antarctica. Scroll until you find a picture that is a map of Antarctica. I'm going to go ahead and click this one here. And click on a picture that's a map of Antarctica and click Insert. And your picture will load. It will insert the picture and display it with a light border with 8 circles. These circles are called handles. And whenever you see a picture with a border like this, it means it is selected for additional action. So we've done step 1, click Submit. And question 2 is next. There we go. Manipulate the picture. Ensure the map image is still selected, so it still has those handles and that border around it. And drag inward we're going to click the top right circle and drag it inward to reduce the size of the image. So click on the top right and drag it inward to reduce the size. As you continue to drag inward, to alter the size, you can press and hold the Shift key. That will keep the ratio of height and length the same. That way it doesn't get stretched out. All right, we're going to resize the map to be 1 inch. When you have clicked on the image, you have additional tab that has popped up, the Picture tab. So right here, it has the height. We're going to change it to 1 inch in height. And that did not work because mine is squished. So I'm going to click Undo. I'm going to hold the Shift key and drag it until it says approximately 1 inch in that field. I'm just glancing at that. Oh, I'm darn close. All right. There we are. We're going to now click on the penguin picture and we're going to drag it to the beginning of the Wildlife Tour bullet point. So if we look down, there is a bullet point called Wildlife Tour. We're going to click and drag this penguin picture down there in front of the W. When you click and drag, you'll see this black cursor. That's the spot where the picture will go. So let it go. And then using one of the corner handles for the penguin picture, we're going to press Shift and drag it inwards until it too is approximately 1 inch high. You can just glance at the top. Wow, I got mine exact. It doesn't have to be exact. On the directions here, it says approximately. All right, that's question 2. And click Submit. And we're going to go to question 3. All right, we're going to change the wrap option. So Word provides you with the option to wrap text around a picture. Wrapping text means it gets really close to the picture. The picture can also be treated similar to text, and the alignment can be changed left, right, or center. So with the penguin picture still selected, click on the Picture tab if you're not there already, and we're going to choose Wrap Text. On the wrap text button, click on square right. Square right. So now we're going to drag the picture to the right side of that bullet point where it says seabirds. We're going to return to the top of the document and we're going to select the map image. We want to resize the picture to be 0.5 inches in height. So hold that shift key, make your picture approximately 0.5 inches. And holding the shift key will ensure that it keeps the right ratio. All right, and then with that map image still selected, we're going to go to the wrap text tool and choose square left. Square left. We're going to drag this picture of the map to the left side of the opening paragraph. So drag it to Antarctica. Next, we're going to go to the end of the document and we're going to click on the iceberg image. We're going to press Control and the E key. Control E will automatically center it on the page. And let's resize this image to approximately 2 inches in height. So hold that shift key and drag it until you see approximately 2 inches on the picture tab. That's close enough. That's question 3. Hit submit. Question 4. With the iceberg image still selected, we're going to click the arrow for the Picture Styles Gallery. So on Word Online, the Picture Style Gallery is over here on the left. We're going to click that down arrow, and we're going to point at some of the options and see what happens. Oops, mine is not changing. It normally should give us a preview, but mine is not giving us a preview. Please find the option that says Reflected Rounded Rectangle. For me, it is the top row, third from the end. Reflected Rounded Rectangle. And it changes the picture. Click Submit on number 4. Now we're on number 5. Ensure the iceberg picture is still selected, and on the Picture tab, we're going to click on Crop. Crop. So now our handles are little black lines instead of squares or circles. So we're going to click the middle handle on the bottom. So the middle handle on the bottom, that thick black line, we're going to drag it upward approximately 1/2 inch. Now remember, the whole picture is 2 inches, so 1/2 inch is about 1/4. So drag it up about 1/4 of the way to reduce the amount of water in the picture. And release it, and the area that's going to be cropped is in gray. Since we're done, we're going to click the crop tool again. And now it has less water. That's question number 5. So click Submit, and we're on to our last question. With the iceberg image still selected, we're on the Picture tab, we're going to find Alt Text. It's on the far right of the ribbon. We're going to add in a title and a description. And since this box pops up and covers up our directions, I'm going to click the hexagon to go back to our directions. The title is going to be Iceberg. So I'm going to copy the word iceberg from the directions and then click on this little picture underneath the hexagon, paste it into the title. So the title should say iceberg with a capital I. I'm going to go back to the directions and I'm going to copy the next bold words from step number 3. Example of a typical iceberg. And then underneath the hexagon, I'm going to click the picture, the little mini picture that takes me back to the alt text box. And paste that in. If you're copying and pasting, remember to be careful not to include spaces. Let's return to the direction pane. It says click the penguin image. Then in the task pane, delete any existing text in penguin. So we're going to go back to the format box the format picture box. And now that we're selected on the penguin, it has a title called Image 2. And we're going to change that to be penguin. So you can copy and paste the word penguin or type it with a capital P. So we know the penguin is selected because we see those circle handles. Now we're changing the title to penguin. If we go back to our iceberg has a different title. Penguin, we want to say penguin. We'll go back to the directions, and it says to click on the map image, then in the task pane text box, delete existing text and type Map of Antarctica for the title. I'm going to copy that right now. I'm going to copy in the words Map of Antarctica. And just scroll up and click on the Map of Antarctica picture. And go to our Format Picture tool, and in this title, we're going to paste it. Map of Antarctica. And return to the directions with the hexagon. That was our last step. So we're going to click Submit and finish. Give it a moment to load. And you should have 6 green bubbles. Click Finish to save your progress and click Back to My lesson. You've now completed the first exercise in Lesson 5.